Hello everyone, am I audible? Hello, hello, am I audible? Okay, welcome back. Today is the day 2 of Java development course by Tech Afternoon Services, and we have our instructor Mr. Mahendra Singh. So let me now stage our instructor. Shall we start, Mahendra?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, guys. Today is the second day. So we are going to have a recap of what we have studied yesterday. So we will start from our looping and some problems, and that will understood by you, and maybe like you can understand all the concept in some programs. So first we will do the prime number using loops. Then start. First we import the Java package so that we can take the input. Second, we have to make a class, and the class should be named as the file name. Then we have to make the main function, or you can make the user defined function too. It is a parameterized method. So I have passed n. You can pass anything as per your choice. So according to the prime number logic, we have to iterate we have to iterate until the it finds itself, and if the n element have only two factors that divides only two factors, then it is a prime number. So first we apply a for loop, and it should be start from 1, because if it is 0, then it will give error. So the for loop is done. Now if you put the condition like I, then we increase the count by 1 only, always. Then if we check if the count value is equals to 2, then we will print. Okay, please, can you zoom it? Okay, I can zoom it. Is it okay? Now then, we have to print that is the prime number. Sorry for the error. So n is being called, and this n is a prime number. Done. And if it is not true, then we can apply else, and we can put n. When do we have to submit our first? Okay. N is not a prime number. Now this code only provide this the whole code is in the user defined function. So if we call it, then it will work. And we want today we want like uh, we have to check repeatedly until we want to stop. So we are going to apply while loop. So according to our choice, the loop will end or start. First, we will make a main function. Then we have to call the scanner class to make a object of scanner class. Now we have to use new because we have to use new keyword because every time we create a object, then we must have to use that new keyword. So now it is done. The object has been created. Now we will take input of n. Now then we will make an object. Sorry, this will be not here. It is outside. Here you can as per your choice you can like yes, as per your choice you can separate this to integer type, or you can just set up a comma and you can adjust it here. So we have to make a object for this main class to access this method. This is the prime method. So then we have to how to make. Then I have taught you yesterday. Like first we have to put the class name followed by the object name and then new keyword and main, and the object has been created. Now what we will do, like choice will be 1, and then we will apply while loop, and we have to give a condition, like if the choice is 0, then we have to stop the loop, and it is done. Now first we have to take the input of n, enter the number, then we will take input. Now we have to call that method, then we have to use that uh, object. So the object will be used like this. We have to first call the object, then dot and the method name, and we have to pass the n, as we don't know what is the n, and we have to check repeatedly what n is prime or not. So we are using n. Now again, and this is a statement for the user to understand that if he wants to exit or not. Continue. Now we have to take the choice again, so that the choice will go here again in the while loop. First, like if the while loop starts, then at the end we have to put that scan. We have to take the choice. As if we take the last, then it will goes up again. Now if the while loop is terminated, then we have to give a message like user has terminated the program. Now we will save this and run it. First, it asks for the number to check. We will give it 5, and it is a prime number. Then it is asking you are you want to exit or not. Then we will say 1, like we don't want to exit. Then we give another number, like 67. It is prime also. Now we will ask again to continue. Then we will give it 9, which is not a prime number. So I think you have all got this idea how the while loops and for loops works. Is there any doubt? We can do another program, like instead of is prime, we can pass a factorial. Let's say we just have to change the uh, user defined function only, like void factorial. Again, if you want to pass, then pass. If you don't want to pass, then don't pass. For the factorial, we can also use the for loop. Fact is equals to I multiplied by fact. Now here what is happening, like first we have to iterate the for loop. We have to iterate that for loop until nth number. Okay, so it will start by 1 and ends with that number. So this firstly this is 1, and this one is also 1, and it is also 1. Now when it becomes 2, then this value also get updated, and by updating so and so, it will like the nth value is going to be uh, 5, and this will update it to 24. So we have to update this here also. Okay, we have to give a message. Fact plus fact is the factorial of that number. Now in the main method, what we have to do, okay, we are in the main method. Okay, in the main method, firstly we have to take the input, and we have created the object of the class, and the choice is here. Okay, and the n is here. All the things are same, just we have to uh, change here. Here we will give a function name, our method name, and we have to change this statement also, like enter the number to find the factorial. Now it is done. We will save this and run it. Now first we can find the factorial of 5, which is 121, sorry, which is 120. So it should give 120, and it is giving 120. Now we will check of 8, and it is this, which is correct also. So we are done. So we can put the 0 and terminate the loop. So the program has been terminated. Now today the recap is done, and today we will learn another topic, which is switch cases. So we can make another file also. Name it. Let's say main1.java. Now, first we will see how the switch cases works. Again, we have to import make a function, make this scanner class object. It is then make a variable to store the values of we are just making a simple calculator using switch cases. So the result will store the value of the calculations. We will ask for the first number first. Sorry for the spelling mistakes. Then we will scan a number using that scan object. Extent. We will ask for the second number. Then again, we have a variable to scan that, and it is done. Now, first we have to give a choice so that uh, first see how the switch case is working. Enter a operator to perform a calculation. Then we will take a char ch and scan it again. And yes, this is only one character, so we are using that index caret. So if you like give a name to the character, then it will take the zeroth index of that name. So now here is this syntax of switch cases. Case 1 and so on up to case n until you want to. First, what will be here? Here will be the expression to what the cases will be working. So if we pass the ch, our expression, and the ch, if the ch is equals to that minus, then what will be going what will be like done? First we give a result to store that value. I have given that. So a minus b, and we will system out that result. The difference is that result thing. It is done, and it is not under the loop, so if we don't use break, it is fine, but we can use. If we don't, then it will be okay, and that doesn't matter. Then case 2, where we will be using plus sign to add two numbers. So let me copy this thing. Done. Now we are using the addition, so we will add. The addition is the result. Now the case 3. Now the case will be like multiply, and it should be multiplying that, and the multiplication. Now the last is division. So for division, there is a rule that we cannot divide anything by 0. So we have to give a condition to it. If b is not equal to 0, then it will work. So we have to pass the result a by b. I missed the equal sign. Okay. Now we will print that result, whatever it is. The division is that result. Now if you want to like print the modulus also, then you can do that. You just have to the modulo is just a percentage b. Now this thing will give the reminder. So let's run this, and yes, there will be also a default case for default. Okay, the default is if the if the user have chosen other than the cases, then only the default will execute. Like see here, we can invalid choice. Done. So if we run this, and you can also give the break here. That doesn't matter in this because we are not using loops. Okay, there is an error by scanner. We are using main one. Okay, I haven't saved that. Okay, so it is asking for the first number, so I will give 50. For the second number, I am giving 25, and it is asking now for the operator to perform that calculation. So first I will give minus, so it is minus 10, and the program will be terminated as soon as it completed its first task. So now what we have to do, like the switch case are normally used in the menu driven programs. So we are going to make a menu driven program for a calculator to perform subtraction, multiplication, addition, and division calculations. So for that, we can use any loop. We can use while loop and do while loop. So we will use do while loop. So we have to remove. Okay, I think I can comment this whole code commented. Copy. Now then we have to like remove from this thing. Okay, let me remove all the code because it will make confusion. Now from here, first we make a scanner class. Then have a choice. Then according to do while loop, the do while loop runs at least one time. Means if the while condition will be if the while condition is false, then means then also it will run. That's the specialty of do while loop. So first we will take the input of the first number, enter the sorry first number, and we are giving as a is equals to same taking input, b test. So it is b now, and it is second. So now we will give a menu to the user so that he can decide or she can decide what she or he have to do. For that, the menu, like at one position, it is subtraction, and followed by the new line. Second option will be addition. Third option will be multiplication. Now for the fourth option, we are using division. Yeah, it's done. Now it is giving error. Oh, it is waiting for the while loop. It is waiting for the while condition. Okay. So now we will take input. Get the choices there. Okay. So we can take choice is equals to scan that, and again it is a character, so we have to use the caret function. So it will only take the only take the first character. Now we will start our switch cases. So first we will introduce the result so that we can store the values of our calculations. So according to the switch case and switch case syntax, we have to pass the choice here. The choice has been passed. Then the result is equals to a minus b, as our first uh, option is subtraction. Why is this not showing? System.out.println. Let's only print the result. It will take a lot of time for. Okay, sorry. It is not in the case. It's okay. So for the first case, we will print the result is equals to a minus b, and we will only like print the result only. And here we have to use the break. It is must, because if you don't use the break, then it will like end up to default, and it will not stop until that. So let's copy this. So we are using now second, and the second one was addition. So it is going to add. Third one was multiplication. So we will have third. And note that we cannot use switch cases on same choices. Now for the third one, as division, we cannot divide anything from 0, it will give error. So we have to give the condition here. If b not equal to 0, then we can work it out. Now this is the division, and this one is for modulo. A modulo b. Okay, now it is done. And here we have to like give a else statement also. We cannot divide v, sorry, can't divide by 0. Okay, now it is done. Then this is the parenthesis of switch case, and this is the parenthesis of starting of do while loop. So here we have to give the condition, and it is done. Now, okay, we have to take the choice also, and the break, and we have to give a default also. So in the default we have we can print that invalid choice. So it is done, and we can apply that break also. It is must. Now outside that switch case, we are asking for again what's the user choice, so that it will continue or break. Like if want to continue, yes. If want to continue, press Y. Now we will take the input here, scan dot next caret. Okay, we have used that choice here, so we have to change the choice. So okay, there are two choices. Let's make it only ch. So here we have to change also, because this choice is for terminating or is terminating the loop or not, and this choice was an expression for these cases. Now we will check if the choice is equals to y, or choice is equals to small I, because the user can put the both thing. Okay, ch and the followed by semicolon. Now if the system if the program is terminated, again I have to mention that the program has been terminated. The program has been terminated, and then we can scan close. Now why we are using this scan close? Okay, You can use, you can may use, you can, if you are not using, then that's fine. And this is using only for like to prevent the resource leaking. And if you don't use, that doesn't matter. It is for only security reasons, as Java is very secure language. Now, if we run this program, it will ask for the first number. So our first number will be 45, second number will be 25, and it is asking for what you want to calculate: subtraction, addition, multiplication, or division. So let's decide. We will first do the subtraction. So it is on the first, then it is 20. If we want to continue, then press Y, and again enter the number like 25 and the 15, let's say 13, and we want to perform multiplication. So now press 3 and it will give the multiplication. So any doubt yet in the switch cases? Any doubts, guys? Yeah, I am audible. Okay, let's continue. I guess you don't have any doubts today. So the switch cases has been done, and we will move on to exceptional handling. Okay, no doubts. Good. Now move to the exceptional handling. Okay, let's comment this out. So now for the exceptional handling, there are three keywords, which are try, catch, and the final one. Now, what try and catch and final does? First, let me open my this one. Okay, the try, it is followed by only catch. Okay, this is not efficient. Okay, the the try, in the try block we have to like give give that block of code that may gives error or not. It will like it will prevent the error from coming. Okay, and the catch will catch the error that comes if the try block is not there, and if the error occurs, then it will give the error. And if we like apply the try catch block, and then what will happen, that in the try section we will apply the code, and if it is not giving some errors, then the try block will execute. If it is giving errors, then the catch block catch the error and give it to us to the terminal. So for a simple code, let's write it. First we will again, okay, we should uncomment this because we have to write it again and again. So first we will make a spelling mistake. Now we will like make the PSVM. We will make the main method. Take the scanner class, make the object. Now, first try block. According to try block, in this body, we have to give a block of code that we want to try, like if it is giving error or not, followed by catch block. And here we will give the error. If we know that error, like this error will be this error going to be occur, if we know that error, then we can pass that error followed by the that object. And the body, like if we want to print that error or not. So in the try block, we will like, let's say system.out.println, and we ask for the first number, enter the first number, make, you can scan it, and then we will ask for the second number, second, and it will be B. Now for like we want to give errors so that we can know the functionality of try catch block. So we will make a variable to store the result of our calculation. So we will try to like divide something from 0 and see what will be the error. So like if you don't know the error, then you can use the exception. It is the whole class of whole class of the errors, and this E is the object, so we can pass that in the catch block body. So for passing them, we can use system.out.println, and we can mention the error is followed by that error. So E is the object, and exception is the class. So if we invoke that E means object, then it will give the error that has occurred on that try block. So let's say final one, and yes, the final block will final block will run or means always. So it is finally the finally keyword like used to make the final, like try catch and finally, and it will run always. Scan, we can close that for resource leaking to prevent this resource leaking. And now let's run. Oh, save. Okay, now it is asking for the first number, and we will give 5, and the second number, let's say it's 2. Okay, we are not printing that s, so let's print that result. Okay, now again, now it is asking for the first number, so let's say 5, second number will be 2, and the value is 2 as it gives the question. Now we will try to divide that number from 0, and let's see what will be the result of that code. First we will take 5, and the second number will be 0, and you can see the error is java.lang.arithmetic exception divided by 0, and this is the error occurred in try block and catched by the catch block. And this finally block is always like I said, always run, and this, the scan object is now closed. So for another example of try, we can let's comment it out again, so you guys can understand perfectly. Now again, make the main class, make the main method. Now we will try to give a nested try, so we should sorry, we can understand it properly. So this is the outer try block. And now we are using the inner try block. Inner try block. Now again we will, let's short the time, and we should use only the numbers only now. Let's say we are dividing 10 by 2, sorry, 10 by 0, 10 by 0, because we want some errors to be occur. Okay, why it is giving error? Syntax error for what? Okay, why it is giving error? Int result is equals to 10 divided by 2. It is giving error or not? Yes, it is giving error. Why? Let's see why it is giving error. Insert this to complete the block. Okay, okay, it is finding the catch. Okay, now then, if we just print the result, and it's time for the catch. And as we have seen, the exception is what? Arithmetic exception. So we can use that here if we know, like I said, if we know the exception, what is the exception that occurred, that and then we can use that exception. So now what will be going to happen? And this one is inner catch. Now let's out again, and we can have a custom error. If there's something, if some error begins or occur, we can make our custom error. Like if we know that this error going to be occur, then mention it. If you don't know what's the error, then you can also like give here only exception. Now let's make the custom error. You can like print the arithmetic exception here also. The error is now, this one is inner catch block parenthesis. So let's now access, yes, now for this try block we have to give one another code. This one, sorry, this one is under this the inner try block. Now we have to give for outer try block. So let's take a string s, and the size of, and it is null. And if we try to find the length of the null character, it is not 0, it is null, so it will give error. It should be. So first we don't know what is the exception, so we are using this exception e. Okay, where I am using this? Okay, sorry. First we have to print the length, because then why then that's, sorry, then it will give the error. So we have applied the function to have the length, and now it's time for the catch outer catch block, and we don't know the exception going to be occurred, so we are using the exception. And now we will s out. Okay, then we will print the error so we can find which exception is occurred. The error is followed by E, and this one is the outer catch block. Now let's run this. It should give error like means this is going to be like uh, the error will caused by that sorry that as we know, like we cannot divide anything from 0, then so it will give this error, and this is also give error, but we don't know what will be the error. So let's run this. So it has given like the first one was arithmetic exception because we have printed this, and the second one was null pointer exception. And now if we like copy this and paste it, sorry, copy this, paste here. Now we can customize our error because we know our what exception is occurred. So the error is, let's say, null pointer exception. Now if we run the program, this long thing will be not there. Let's run this. Let's save this and run this. Now as you can see, the error are customized and as per our and yes, as the main point is if the uh, exception is not matches with the exception you have given, then it will give some more errors. Like if I give it arithmetic error, let's say this will give error. See, as because it is the null pointer exception, but we are like given the arithmetic exception, so it is wrong. If we know that what exception has been occurred, then we can like apply that. Okay, now let's try to pass a method to a try catch block. We are done with the nested, so let's remove this, remove this also. No, rest it. Now for the function, we can like print it again. We are printing this is the outer, this is the outer try first, then we have to make a method, so we can like public static void followed by our method name, and the method also contains a try catch block. So for this block we can print the methods try block is running, or you can say started. Let's say started. Now we will have error, so let's give it error. Now we have to print the result. Now it's time for the catch block. For the catch block, as we know what's the error, let's copy the error, paste it again, and done. Now we are under the method. Sorry, we are under the user defined method. So as we know the exception, what exception will be going to be occurred, we can customize our errors. Let's say uh, inner catch block. Okay, the methods catch block. Now, as I like mentioned that yesterday, if we are using that static, we don't have to make an object for it. Then accordingly, if we call that method in this, we don't have to use the object, and it is not giving any errors, means we are correct. Now print again, and this will be going to be uh, ending and ending message. What we have written. Okay, just copy this. Okay, in the catch block it is done, it is correct, and no errors. Okay, let's try run this. So first, what is the output of this? First, this will be running because for using the try block, this is the first thing that the try block catching, and then it goes to the method, and method is here, and method is giving some errors. So it will first give this, and it will check if it is divisible by or not. If it is not divisible by that, then it will goes to the catch block as it catches the exception. So after that, now it has catches the error, so it will goes to the catch, and it will print this. But why it is not giving that? Because after this after this, there is no conditions or no block of code which is giving error, so we are not going to this. And if there will be let's see, we have taken a string s, which is null, and we are trying to like result is equals to s dot length, and if you print that result, now what will be going to do, oh sorry, what will be happening, this code will not run, and until until this only will run, and after that it is caused by that catch block. Let's see. Yes, as you can see, the first one was this. Yeah, the outer this is the outer track start, then it goes to the method, and the method will be start, and it gives the error, and so that it goes to the catch block at uh, and it has given this. Now it goes up again, and if it like check if this is true or not, and as we know this is false, so it goes to the catch again, and and it print this. So any doubts till yet? We are done with the try blocks and catch blocks. Any doubts? Okay, I guess no, you don't have doubts. Okay, let's create a new file. Let's make a file name. Let's make name. Now we will see some uh, object-oriented things, like what is object, what is class, and what is the properties of. Sorry, what will be like properties used in the uh, oops concept. First, what is yeah, the finally is like the finally keyword will always run. Like if the try block is running and the catch block is not, then also the finally block is running. And did you understand that finally block is like optional, yeah, but try catch block must be together. You may or may not use the finally block, but the try catch block must be used together. Now, so like what do you understand by object? Like we are using from the first class and from the first program also. So the object is the main so object is the like main thing that we are creating, and that is a blueprint. Like we can, yeah, with the eraser. First, this is a class, and these are some objects. Let's say it is a class of animal, and so on. It is a cat, it is a dog, it is a horse. These are called objects, and this one is class. Sorry for the writing because I am writing it from a laptop mouse. So this one is class, and these are some classes, and it holds the memory, and it doesn't like it is a blueprint of the object. It doesn't hold any memory or it doesn't occupy any spaces, but this object does. Now we can do a small program so that you can understand. First, we will like universal thing. We have to import that java.util dot. And yes, like I have said yesterday, like if you include the star, then it will include all the packages that it contains by the util. So it is like now we can use any package that is contained by the util, not only scanner. So first we have like have the main class, and now we have the main method. Let's say first first let's say we have to create some methods so that we can access from our uh, object. Let's make a object. It is a let's make a method. It is a parameterized method. So as we have passes, okay, and result is equals to x, sorry, a, sorry, x plus y. And now as it is int, then we have to return something. Return the result. Okay, it is done. And let's create one more method, public int multi, and it's also a parameterized one. Let's say again we are using that variable to store the value x multiplication by y, and we have to return that result. Now now, as the methods are created, now we come to the main class and create an object of main class. So as we have seeing that how to make any objects, so first we have to mention the class name followed by the object name and new keyword and the main again. Now the object has been created, and now we can access the elements using this object. So first, like system.out, and we can use m dot, first one was add one. So we can pass anything, like we can pass 2 or 5. Let's copy this, and if we add multiply here, okay, let's save this and run, then see the output. As you can see, first one was 8 and second one was 15. And if we let's comment this, without the object we cannot access the elements. Like if we like add 3 comma 5, it is giving error because it is not like finding the method, because the main method doesn't know where the method is. So that we have to use the object of the main class so that it can uh, locate that method and give the value. Now it is locating. Now there is there is another concept. If we have another object of different name, and sorry main, and we are using the same method, then what will be like happening? We will use the same method but the object is different. Okay, let's see. The output will be same, and we can like make any objects like we want, and we can like invoke any method from any object, and it doesn't change the value. Now, like, I think you have understood the object concept. Have any errors? Any errors, guys? Sorry, any doubts? I guess not. Okay, let's comment this, and now we will see constructor. Constructor is very important part of like oops concept. And what is constructor? Constructor in Java is the special type of method. It have the same name of the class, and it is like invoked automatically when the object is created in the main method. And we will see like how this will work. And yes, the constructor have the same name as the class, and may take the parameters to initialize variables, and it can have like parameter, or you cannot have any parameter. You have to decide. So let's create a constructor with and without argument. First we will sing with the argument. Sorry, first we will sing without the argument. So let's create a class. Let's say the class name is car, or you can say animal. So the class's name is animal, and we like only class. Now, and yes, the constructor have no return types. Now, like we don't have to use int, we don't have we don't have to use int return type or void or string or nothing, because constructor have no return type. So as per the concept, the constructor should named as the superclass. So now the body of this constructor will be like, we can give anything. Let's give a name. Animal is equals to cow. Sorry. Animal is cow. Animal is animal is a sorry. Yeah, animal is a lion. Now, if we want to invoke that constructor, firstly we have to create a main method. Now then, like I said, like if we create an object, then it will be invoked automatically. So let's say this is our object. Now then, now we don't have to like invoke it uh, like we done with the methods. It is a constructor, then so it is automatically invoked when the object is created. So if we run this, it should print these two things. Print. I guess it is not saved. Okay, let's change the name also. Okay, done. Now you can see I have only like created the object and not invoked manually. It is invoked automatically because it is a constructor. Now we will see with the arguments. This one was without argument. Without arguments. Constructor. Now we will see with the constructor. Constructor. Okay. Yeah. You have any doubts in the constructor? Let me know if you have any doubts. Okay, I'm continuing then. Let's make a public class. Sorry, not public. It is a class, or we can make public. Public class animal, and we can give some private, or you can give anything like public also. Public string name. Okay, the capital S is missing. Public string. We can give breed. Now we have to make a constructor, like parameterized constructor. So for that we have to give the same name as the class, and it is followed by the parameters arguments. And the first one was name, and the second one was breed. Now we have to use this like this keyword to in Java, that this keyword is a reference to the current instance of the class. Like this one is the class, and it will like reference the current instance of the class. So for that we can use this keyword. This name is equals to name, and then this dot breed is equals to breed. Now we will make the main function, and we can print. Okay, let's make a like this one is the constructor, and it is not printing anything, so we cannot know that if it is invoked or not. So for that we can make a another uh, display name. Okay, display names is it is a method to display the output of the animal constructor. For this we can use this. The name is followed by the name, and start again. The breed is followed by the breed. Now in the now in the main function, let's create the object. The class name is animal, and let's say object name is a in new animal. And for the parameterized constructor, we have to like give the arguments in when the object is creating. So let's say give the name uh, dog, and give the breed pitbull, and close it. Now as we want to access this to print that values, so we are using that object to print the values. So a dot our value our yeah, method name. Now it is done. So now it is a parameterized constructor, so it should be printing the value of name and breed. Let's say it is printing the name is dog, and the breed is pitbull. Now the constructor part is done. We will see like constructor in many parts in the following part. So let's start the first quality. Let's like see the first quality of oops, which is inheritance. Inheritance. Okay, there are like many types. First one was single. Second is multi-level. Third is hierarchical. and this one is multiple. So there are total 5, and the last one was hybrid one. So this will not be in the syllabus. We will be seeing that 4 inheritance methods. So we will be first seeing our single inheritance. So how the single inheritance works? Let's see. In single inheritance, like this is the upper class inherited by the child class. Now this one is the super or parent class, you can say. This one is the child class. Now all the properties of this can be the property of this child class. So let's see a program. We can have a class of animal. Let's say void. Let's have a function called eating or eat. And the body of eat method is the animal eats. Now we have to like class. Now this dog class is the child class, and the animal is the parent class of that dog class. So for yeah, we like inheritance, it can only done by the extend keyword that I am going to use. Without this, you cannot you cannot inherit the parent class. So now it is inherited, and now if I like give another method in the dog, let's say it is for barking. Sorry, the barking is not. The dog barks. Let's print them both. First, we'll have a main method, public class, our method name, which is animal, and we have to change that animal because we have already the name. So let's change the value like again main 3. Now it is changed. Main 3, and let's have the main function. And now we will create yeah, we will create the object of the child class, so that we can see if it is inherited the properties of the parent class or not. So let's say the object name is D. So it should be like access the eat method of that parent class. So D dot bar, is it bar, is it eat? Okay, let's say eat, and D dot bar. Now it should be printing like the animal eats, the dog barks, as it is has access the parent class methods. So let's run this. So it returns the animal eats and the dog barks. So as we can conclude that the child class has inherited the parent class. Now this one was the single inheritance. This one was single inheritance. So the second one was I mentioned uh, multi-level. So let's comment this out. Now, what is a multi-level inheritance? In the multi-level inheritance, the super class for the another class, uh, like how I can let's say have a eraser, erase off. Now, what is a multi-level inheritance? Let's say it is a parent class. It is a parent of this class, and this this parent class. Sorry, yes, this is the parent class of this child class. So it is happening like this. This is this class is the child class of this parent class, and uh, this parent class is the parent of this child class. Any doubts yet? Hello guys, any doubts? I guess not. Okay, let's see the code. It is for multi-level inheritance. So let's take a class named animal. Again, we can take the same methods. And now this is the main class, and it is extended by the dog class, like class dog extends the animal class. Now let's say it have a uh, yeah, bark method, and the body has contained the system.out.println barks, and the third child, let's say its name is puppy, which is extends the dog class. Now let's say it have a let's say it have a method of sleep. S out sleeping. Now we will have to like create a main class to access that. uh, Public class main3 as our file name is main. Now we will create a main function, main method. Now create if we have the object of this, so that we can conclude that we have accesses the properties of dog and as well as the animals class. So we have to create the object of puppy class. Let's create puppy. Let's say the object name is p. is equals to new puppy. Now we have to access the methods. So p dot, the first one was eats. Now the second one was bark, p dot bark, and the last one was sleep. So p dot sleep. Now let's run this. Now it is showing eats, bark, sleep. So have you understand, and let me know if you have any doubts. Any doubts, guys? I guess not. Okay. So we are done with the multi-level inheritance. Let's move to the hierarchical inheritance. So in the like hierarchical uh, inheritance, it is a tree-like structure. Let me show. So how the hierarchical works. First, there was a parent class inherited by some another child class, and it is also inherited by some other class. Let's say it is A, it is B, and it is C. It is like family, like the father, the two sons, and so on. So in this inheritance method, the only A class is the like parent class, and these two are child class, and these two are extending to this class A. Let's see the code, and you will understand it perfectly or better than the diagram. Let's have a class again like animal, have the same method, eat. I should copy, it is taking too much time now. Okay, it is taking too much time too. So let's create another class named dog that extending the animal class. It have a void bark method which is saying barking, and the last class will be like, let's say, cat, and cat is also extending the animal. And it have a let's say meow as out. Okay, now how it will be going to work. Erase. Now what we have first is the animal class, animal one. It is inherited by two classes, two child classes. First one was cat, the second one was dog. Now let's make a public main class. The class name is main3. Make a public and main method. In this, we have to create the object of any we can create the object of this or this, doesn't matter. We can access the uh, like the value, sorry, the method of the parent class. Let's see how it is working. So first we have to create the object. Let's say cat. Now the cat have a method of meow, and the animal class have the method of eat. But the catch is we cannot access the anything or any element, any data type, any method of that dog, because they are not interlinked. So if we run this, so it is showing only cats and the dogs. Sorry, it's showing only the cats and the animals. Now, if we try to have the bark method that is contained by the dog class, let's see, it will give a error because yeah, this is giving error because the method doesn't know where the bark method is located. Okay, now if we run this again, then it will also give meow and cats. Now, like if we have created the dogs, so in this code, the dog cannot access the meow function that is contained by the cat class, but it can like access its own method. It was like, what was it? It is bark. Okay, it can it cannot access the meow function that is contained by the uh, cat class. Now it is showing eats and barking. As we have invoked the animals method first, so it is showing that eats, and we have invoked the bark method that is contained by the dog in the second in the second line. So it is showing barking in the second. Now I think, uh, have you understand, or do you have any doubts? Okay, I guess no doubts. Okay, now we will see the multiple inheritance. And as in the Java doesn't support the multiple inheritance. And like there is an interface, and the interface in the Java defines the set of method signature that a class must implement, and we have to implement that interface using the keyword implements that is implemented by the child class, so it can be so that it can inherit the parent class or the super class. So we are going to the multiple inheritance. Okay, for the multiple inheritance, there will be like how it is first looking. First we see. Now the multiple inheritance is looks like this is one class, this is second class. They are not inter connected, nothing. Now they are inherited by a single class, and this one is only child class. This is child. These are two parents. In multiple inheritance, there are two parents or multiple parents. It can be there, and only one child. Let's see the code. First, we have to like make a interface, as it requires interface to inherit the classes, and Java does not support the multiple inheritance concept. Let's say animal again. Now it have a like, and yes, the in interface, the void and anything, it like it's in the default value. If you want to change the value, you cannot change the value in inside the interface. You have to like inherit the inherit the interface class, and then you have to change, or you have to define the class. You cannot have the body of the like you cannot have the body of that method inside the interface class. And yes, class or interface are totally different thing, as because like for the interface you cannot make any objects, and for the class you can make objects. Let's see, it have a object of sorry, it have a method of eat, and there is another interface. Let's say animal, sorry, let's say human. Now let's say it have a method of travel, and as I mentioned, we cannot have the body in here, so we have to like inherit the value, inherit the interface, and then we can have the body. So for inheriting, first we have to like use the implement keyword to like we use extend keyword to extend the class, sorry, to inherit the class. In in the multiple inheritance, we have to like use the implement keyword to inherit the interfaces. Let's say what say mammal chalega, mammal is good, okay. Mammal implements animal comma the human. Okay, it is giving error by inherited. Okay, I have inherited public void, and we have to use this method to give the body. Let's say as out animals is animal is eating, and we can also access the humans table method. So let's say we can name, sorry, travel, and contains human is traveling. Now let's create the main class, psvn, And now we have to create the this mammal class object, so that we can conclude that it has inherited the animal and the human. So let's say mammal m is equals to new mammal, and let's try to like access the methods. First was eat, and the second was travel, I guess. It was, yes, it was travel. Let's save this and run this. So as you can see, animal is eating and human is traveling. And this was the concept of inheritance. So if you have any doubts, then you can mention it in the chat box. And that's all for today. And yes, there is the concept of a hybrid. I can like show the diagram for that. The diagram is like this. This is the parent class. Let's say the name of the parent class is A, and it have two child class. Let's say it is B, and the second one was, let's say, C. It is inherited by A, and it is inherited A as well. And there is also like the fourth class, and this is a child class which inherit the property of C as well as B. Now this one is the superclass. This one is the parent of D, and this is also the parent of D, and it is the child of A, and it is also a child of A. So the inheritance topic is done, and if you have any doubts, then please mention in the chat box, or any question you have.
Okay, thank you so much, Mahendra, and everybody who joined. I hope it was helpful to you guys. Okay, we will again meet tomorrow at the same time. Thank you all.